and this is the demo about CPS 2591. As title said, this is the one schema set per module set tag. So quickly, I will give you a background. If you see the step one, we have the three CM handles, 1, 2, 3. And before this improvement, and whenever you do register, we had a per CM handle schema set. It means if you register 3 CM handle, whatever a model set is there, regardless of that, 3 schema set was supposed to be created. Now we improved, as you can see, the CM handle 1 and 3 shares us tag A and tag B. So totally 2 unique tags we have, tag A and tag B. And as the title said, now we have the one schema set per module set tag. Now, if you register 3 CM handles with all these 3 tags, only 2 schema set would be created for tag A and tag B. That is the huge improvement, and we gained a lot of performance as well. So now I would directly jump to the setup. I have the containers running on my system where I'm using 2 CPS instance, and I have the stub and CMP DMI stub. So I can go for the log explorer for the DMI that I required later step. Minimized. Okay, so everything is up and running. As you can see, started DMI application. And I have the postman request that I'm going to use it. As I said, we have the 3 CM handles. First CM handle associated with tag A, second CM handle associated with tag B as well. Third is associated with tag A again. So I'm going to register it. And maybe before that, we can jump on the schema set right now. It is the initial state, so nothing is there. As you can see, the fragment, there is no CM handle created yet. We have the no mapping, the schema set and resource mapping as well. There is no Yang resource. So everything is initial state. Now I'm going to register it quickly. So all the 3
Sorry
CM
to interrupt that, Sarab. Maybe you were saying no data, but just for people, because there is some data, but that's just
some data, the initial.
Yeah, that is the initial data for the application itself. So there is no data
Right.
for the CM handle.
This is the initial state I meant to say when we start the CPS application. So yeah, as we registered, I can refresh it. As you can see, only 2 schema set is created, tag A and tag B with ID 7 and 8. And we have the fragment table where we can see this is CM handle 1 associated with tag A. If you see, tag A is highlighted here. And this is CM handle 2, tag B, and tag A again for the CM handle 3. And we have the mapping as well for both. As you can see, the ID 7 and 8, we have the mapping for 7 and 8. And can quickly drag it because 200 modules are there. And we have the Yang resources to total 403. Everything is into the place. Now maybe I can go for the second step as we see in the database. Okay. So we have the query as well that we can verify. For tag B, how many CM handles? So we have only CM handle 2 for tag B, as you can see here. And if I query for the tag A, we can see CM handle 3 for tag A, CM handle 1 for tag A. So till here, all good. We can go for the next step where we are going to delete CM handle 2. And as you can see, CM handle 2, this is the only CM handle that is associated with tag B. So once I delete that CM handle 2, the tag B or the schema set would be the orphaned. Maybe I can delete it first. So this is our CM handle 2. It is deleted successfully. And if I refresh it, tag B is orphaned as well as its mapping that is related to it is also orphaned, and we have the Yang resources related to that. It is not cleaned it because
Yeah, what you mean
yeah,
is maybe to clarify that it's
yeah,
still there in the database. So in the old system, and this was one of the performance issues with the delete use case. In the old system, it would always immediately delete the module data. But now, because it could be used by others and it's actually expensive to check that all the time, we actually deliberately leave it there until, and then you can explain what's going to happen next.
yeah, it would be remain into the database. Previously, we were deleting, and that was very costly, as Tuan said. And there was a bug as well. To show that one, again, I'm going to create CM handle 2 with tag B. So we have the next step where I'm going to register it again, CM
Yeah, I
handle
might just
2.
explain this in the meantime. There was
Yeah,
actually a very specific bug and had to do with caching. So we used to cache these module sets, and then when you deleted the last one of a certain tag, it would, and then recreate it without restarting the system would think it still existed, but in reality, it was already removed from the database. So the cache and the database were out of sync, and that caused a bug where you ended up with empty module sets in the database. So we're going to show now that that bug is kind of fixed by this way of working as well. So it's just kind of an extra check or an extra step to demo that.
yeah. As I registered it, uh, we have the API to verify where we can immediately verify the CM handle 2, the modules. If I count it, total, I think 200 was there. Yeah, 200 modules are there. So this bug is also fixed, and I would jump next. Again, I'm going to deregister CM handle 2, and as soon as I delete CM handle 2, again the schema set tag B would be orphaned, and it still would be remain into the database. So maybe I can re-register CM handle 2, and quickly we can see our fragment table. There is no CM handle, and still, as you know, there is no CM handle associated with tag B. So it is the orphaned one, and its mapping, that is ID, is still there. Yeah, mapping is also there, and the Yang resources is also there. If you see the number of rows, 403. So at this point, we created a admin cleanup page for the maintenance, regular maintenance. We have the new endpoint that is for the database cleanup, where you can pass your database name and it would do the action. Only we have the one action, that is clean. Clean means it would do three things. It would check the orphaned schema set that would be deleted, its mapping, as well as related resources. So that is documented here, that you can use. I'm going to use the same endpoint with the post, and it would give us 204 response. So I'm going to invoke this endpoint. As you can see, we have the NFP operational is the data space name, and this is the admin endpoint. I executed, we have the 204 response, and I can verify here quickly. Yeah, it is gone, the orphan one, as well as if you see the number of rows, maybe it would be easy to see. Yeah, it is gone. And yeah, that is also deleted. So all the orphan related data, either it is in schema set or the mapping or the Yang resource, would be cleaned up by this new endpoint that we can make use of. Now again, I'm going to register CM handle 2. I'm going to recreate it with tag B. As you can see, this is tag B and CM handle 2. It is created. And as the orphan data was deleted, so tag B should be gone to the DMI. This is 1117. Yeah, I think so. So incoming for tag B, as you can see, it connected to the DMI to get all those information about the modules, and it is created. We can check quickly the, okay, it is here with the ID 9. We have the mapping with 9 as well. Yes, we have. We can check the number of rows. 200 modules should be there. So it should, gained from 203 to 403. Okay, everything is into the place. Now we have the two scenario that is related to upgrade, where the CM handle 1, I'm going to upgrade it to tag C. That is the new tag. New tag means we don't have any information into our database, and it should connect to the DMI plugin to fetch all those. So maybe first we can see the initial state of CM handle 1. If you remember, the CM handle 1 is right now associated with tag A, as you can see here. And I can show you the log right now. Okay, 1117 is the last log that was related to uh, tag B. Okay, now I'm going to upgrade it, CM handle 1 to tag C. So it is upgraded successfully. That can be verified here. CM handle 1 upgraded to C. We have the new schema set. Tag C is created. We have the mapping as well to ID 10. Maybe I can stretch it. Yes, we have, as well as we have the rows 200, and we have the DMI where, okay, 1119. As you can see, this is the latest one, and this is for tag C. This is the last scenario that I'm going to show you, that is to upgrade CM handle 1 to the existing. And this time, as we have the existing tag B, so it should not go to the DMI. So I can show you what I meant to say. We have the information about the tag B. So I'm going to upgrade CM handle 1 to the existing tag A, upgraded. We can verify from the fragment, that is CM handle 1 upgraded to, okay, upgraded to tag A. That is correct. And if I check our latest log, I think this is the older one. There is nothing. You can verify here. This is taxi. That was the last log. It did came to the DMI. Okay, so till now everything is all good. And at the last, I'm going to revert everything, like deregister all the CM handles. So I can deregister all the CM handle. And as you know, only 3 CM handles was registered with all the tags. Now all those schema set is orphaned, as well as its mapping and the Yang resource. Now I can make use of our newly created admin cleanup endpoint. And if I clean it up, it should delete all the orphaned ABC. Yeah, it is gone.
Actually, sorry to interrupt you there, Sarab. Have you got the user guide handy just to show the documentation of that admin
I
task?
showed the document, this one.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you did show that before,
Yeah,
did you?
already I
Yeah,
showed before
yeah.
the
Oh,
first
sorry.
time use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you can see all the details, and we basically advise. It depends a bit on the client, how often they do this. It depends on how often they would, how often modules get orphaned, so there's no stream handle using them anymore. I think in practice it's probably not such much data, and maybe once a month will be enough. It is important, especially for the people here that are involved in testware. In testware, it might be important to do this, especially if you're want to measure performance, because if you do a registration and then do another registration without restarting the system, all the data would already be there. So that might affect your test wear as well. So just be aware that this now needs to be controlled. So in our own test wear, our own performance test, and a functional test as well, we run the Java equivalent of this method quite a lot, but you can also use the REST endpoint. So just I wanted to highlight that bit. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. It conclude the demo, and this is question time. If anyone have any question, it is open.
Actually, one last thing, sorry, Rob.
Yeah.
Have you got the performance graphs handy? If not, I'll put them in the message now. I think we kind of forgot to in our own preparations. I think this we should. You mentioned it at the start, but I'd like to.
Yeah, we have the performance gain as well.
Yeah. So
The K6 one, right?
yeah, the K6 one, and just show the first graph there, the registration, and go to the monthly view. Maybe if you zoom in a bit and just show the so there you can see the monthly view. There's kind of yeah. So you see the old view there. We were doing about 60, just under 60.
This is CM handles per second. Yeah.
So we're registering about 55, and then the latest now is we're doing over 100, and I think it's around 105, 110. So more than doubled. And actually, if you discard the 2-minute delay, because there is a 2-minute delay at the start that has to do with the Ericsson setup when the models wouldn't be available. If you would ignore that part to do the calculations without, because that it doesn't, the speed doesn't matter then. It's actually I think it's about 3.5 to 4 times faster than originally. Maybe Daniel, can you remember the exact figure? It's that order, isn't it? Is Daniel on the call still?
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
right. I remember it was 3 to 3.5.
So it's really a significant improvement, and we think this is a major step to achieving the 200K cell requirements. We think this is more than good enough. Well, Kieran actually has said that it's more than good enough, so I trust him to know to kind of have an idea of the requirements. So yeah, thanks very much, Saraf. Is there
Thank you.
any more questions for Saraf?
Yeah, just on the count that you did here, guys, how many CM handles did you have in this one?
We're only the demo. Sorry, you mean the
Just the
performance
demo.
plot?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh no, the demo we're just showing the functionality with 3 seam handles.
yeah. Now I imagine like it'll be more than 4 times when you increase the number of nodes with varying, we'll say. Yeah, in fact, when you increase the number of CM handles, it should be exponential.
Yeah, if you increase the number of nodes but don't really increase the number of different tags, so you still they're still modeled by the same, and I kind of expect that they're all the same type of nodes, whether no matter the scale, correct?
Yeah.
Kieran? Yeah.
Yeah.
So therefore the performance should indeed it should. Well, there's still some other overhead, of course. It's not only the creation of the module set tags itself, but yeah, the total effect could even be better. In fact, we actually already, and maybe Daniel can say something about it. Daniel has done. He already increased some of our test bed to run with 50K cells. Actually, is that the last little drop, Daniel?
Yeah. So that last, I don't know, 20% or whatever, that's running with 50K.
Okay, so before, when it was 20K, and with the 2-minute delay, we averaged about 100 or 95, and then with 50K, it went up again to about 110, 115, is it, or 105? Yeah.
It's brilliant. Really good. Really good improvement. Yeah. It's going to help a lot. It's going to be a big difference to when they plug in ENMs to see it 3 to 4 times faster to register. Because at the moment,
sorry, Daniel, go ahead.
We discovered actually from monitoring our Grafana that the last 20K handles happens in like 30 seconds. It turns out that when you're pushing batches of 100 handles, it's not feeding the system fast enough to sync them all. Remember that one? So
yeah, I was going to say exactly the same. Yeah. So I would advise to your test setup and the real scenarios as well to increase the batch size. Have you experimented, Daniel? What would you recommend? Maybe try to feed it with 1,000 at a time or even more?
I haven't done any testing on that yet.
So basically the bottlenecks becomes the input. So if you only feed it with 100 at a time, that actually becomes part of the bottleneck. So you could feed it faster, basically. And I don't think there's any function or any reason why the batch size only needs to be 100. So we really recommend that you increase that. And I would suggest, try 1,000 and see how it works out. I think we should do the same, Daniel. We should change our test bed to use a bigger batch size and then see what the actual improvement is.
Yeah, I'll make a ticket for that.
Okay, yeah, we can test it out on our side as well. Very good. Good recommendation.
Any more questions, anybody, on the functionality of the demo? If not, then thanks, Saraf. That was a great demo, very clear, Saraf. And
Thank you.
yeah, I hope that everybody got a good idea of the new functionality.